Good afternoon, my loves. Rachele here. So today I'm going to be doing a walkthrough and review of the Spirit Guide Portal. This is by AJA Daashuur and artwork by Justin Daashuur Hopkins. My apologies if I did not pronounce that correctly. This was sent to me by Red Wheel Wiser for my honest review. Now, you guys know that in general, and I say this already, but I'm still doing reviews because there are always going to be decks that I want to bring into my collection, and this is one of them. Just to clarify, I don't do deck reviews of decks that I do not want, okay? So my reps contact me, other than Daniel Martin Diaz. He can send me whatever because he had me at hello with his work, okay? Just saying. And I already opened that up with him. He already knows that if there's anything that he wants to send to me so that I can show it to others, and because I'm getting his wonderful masterpiece in my collection, it's always a yes, green light, go. There are going to be other decks like this one that I wanted to bring into my practice for a certain reason. So that's why I'm doing reviews. So this is one of those special decks. So this is, and the reason why this is a special deck also for me is because it's dealing with spirit guides. And if you've been on my channel, I don't know how many times I've mentioned this, but I usually go right to, not usually, I always go right to the head honcho, my higher self. I've never really worked with spirit guides before. It's always just my own voice that I hear in my head. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't want to, and this is why this deck intrigued me. So, this is available for release now. I believe it was March 2nd is when it came out. It says for immediate release. So let me get my glasses and let me read the back to you what this says. All right. Renowned medium AJA Daashuur invites you to meet your spirit guides and hear the powerful healing messages and memories they have to offer. Meticulously crafted to open the channels of communication between individuals and their spirit guides. Each card in this mystical 40-card deck features a specific archetype that represents the ways that we relate to behavior, patterns, and narratives, providing a catalyst for growth and introspection and spiritual healing on both a personal and collective level. Each Spirit Oracle card offers guidance in 3 ways: I am, I offer, and I ask, empowering you to embrace your spiritual journey with confidence, clarity, and a sense of purpose. So, let's just dig right in. This is the box. It's beautiful. I love the artwork of the box. Here's the book. This is high quality. It's not super heavy, but it's heavy for the size that it is, which means, and it tells me that this is high quality, but I can feel it and see that this is high quality photo paper. Premium. Everything is beautifully structured. Here's our Finding Your Guide. So all the cards. Spirit guides are real. They are, I promise you. I know the world that we live in can make it difficult to believe in magic, to believe in the unexplainable, to suspend the cold, hard reality of facts, to simply surrender to faith. These guides wish to connect with you. Yes, you. Sorry. You have traveled back to this plane of existence to help realize truths that have been kept hidden beneath the skin, the shadows of our hearts and minds. They wish to turn the light on around us and within, and I say yes, yes, yes to all of this. Their memories and images are meant to impart wisdom, hope, and always a spark that can grow into a flame for the future you. Read their words aloud. Let them be carried across the wind and whispered in the ears of those in need. They are here for you always. Simply open your heart to what is possible. Spirit guides are real. They are surrounding you as you read this, and they love you. AJA. And then we have a gratitude message here. I would like to thank you and your guides for leading you here. Whoever and wherever you are, the magic and guidance held within these 40 cards are longing to be cradled in your hands. The guides are holding you, flesh pressed against spirit, as you walk along your path in this life. A channeled connection to the other side. I read it somewhere as I was reading through these, and I can't remember where, but he talked about the image. Oh, here it is. Okay, it's in this. I want to read this part for you as well, because I'm sure that there's going to be a question of this. This deck was a collaboration, not just with my partner, the artist, and the spirit guides, through channeling the ability to communicate with beings in other realms and dimensions. Specific spirit guides came forward who wished to share their insight and wisdom with the world. They offered memories, teachings, and practical tools for the world to utilize. They also described themselves to me, which was so much fun for them. These descriptions were then passed on to my partner, who painstakingly created a portrait for each guide according to their wishes. I love that bit. I love that. It says these are not AI images generated through a series of prompts. These portraits took almost 2 years to complete and were brought to life through the guidance of the dead. This is sacred work, just as the work that you will be diving into is sacred. Beautiful. I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that. It talks about what are spirit guides, what is an oracle deck, how to use this oracle deck, clear and bless your deck, explore your deck, set the mood, spirit guide prayer. I'm going to read that really quick. I ask my spirit guides to connect with wisdom and insight of the highest vibration. I ask that they protect me from negative energy, psychic attack, and lower vibrational entities. I ask the mineral, black tourmaline, and Archangel Michael to protect me from what I have no desire or need to connect with. Thank you. I love that. And I do think that that's important. Let the magic begin. And then there's some steps here. Close the channel of connection and a closing prayer. Beautiful. The ritual of I ask, reversals, and shadow. I'm not going to read all that. You're going to understand it more, I think, as we read some of the messages, some of the readings from this. Suggested card spreads. We've got Flame of Truth, 1 card. We've got the Bridge, 3 cards. We've got the Conversation, 4 cards. We've got the Council, 6 cards. Beautiful. And then we get onto the spirit guides. So let's go through the deck. And then we're going to do some sample. We're going to pick like 3 and see how each one of these reads. So these are not in order anymore because I already went through them and I've actually gotten a couple of messages already. So the Magical Child. These are all the backs. I love that. I love it. The Warrior. The Artist. The Earth Mother. The Queen. The Survivor. The Twin, the Weaver. I've also pulled out like 3 tarot decks and 3 other oracles, excuse me, to see how well those go for some pairings. In case you have any of these in your collection and wonder what will work with it. Taking a sip. The Magician. the Defender. I love that these are all paintings. Such beautiful work. The Detective. And I love that this is the image that they wanted to be portrayed as. I love that also. The Ally. The Intellectual. The Edgewalker. Ooh, the Shapeshifter. Wow, the Wounded Healer. The Best Friend. The Philosopher. The Risk Taker. The Visionary. The Liberator. The Mother. The Rebel. The Ox. The Realist. The Record Keeper. The Wanderer. The Sage. Oh. The Hermit. The Lover. The Mystic. The Witch. The Seeker. The Dreamer. The Muse. The Peacemaker. The Maiden. The Reformer. The Healer. And the Garden Keeper. All right, so I want to show you, these are gilded also. Metallic blue gilding, beautiful. Matches the back with the specks of color that are, this is so beautiful. So I don't think that this fans. No, I didn't think so. Let's see how it shuffles. Okay, the most important, the overhand. I apologize if you hear any background noise, but we are cleaning that room out because my son and his girlfriend moved out, and we're getting that room all cleaned up and touched up and all that good stuff. We are empty nesters, guys. Oh my gosh, for the first time in almost 31 years. Because my son turns 31 in 3 days as of the time of recording this. All right, so let's try now a bridge. And I don't know how that's gonna go. Oh, surprisingly well. Let's try this again. Yes, beautiful. I do love a good riffle and bridge because I feel like that is the most mixed up a deck is going to get. Now, I will say that I think this works really, just really good too. Just doing that. It's essentially the same thing. So, all right. Let's do one at a time. We'll see what kind of messages we get. Oops. All right. We'll do both of these because I accidentally did both. So let's begin with the visionary, and this is what the book looks like. Remember, it said that there's 3 categories: the I am, the I offer, and the I ask. And let me see if it talks about each category. I could have swore I read it somewhere. Okay, so for the I am section, you will immerse yourself in the spirit guide's captivating story, encounter their most powerful memory, forging a profound connection with their essence. These cards will unlock the wisdom of your spirit guide and illuminate the unique qualities that they bring to your spiritual journey. The I offer category, the deck opens doors to the boundless guidance that your spirit guide wishes to bestow upon you. Each card presents an opportunity for growth, self-discovery, and transformation as your spirit guide leads you towards empowerment and higher understanding. And then the I ask category section brings to the forefront thought-provoking questions and themes that activate the magic and medicine of your spirit guide. Through these cards, you will gain clarity, inspiration, and deep insights, empowering you to embrace the guidance and support of your spirit guide on your path to spiritual enlightenment. Okay, so for the visionary, first the I am. I've always had a head for numbers and a deep connection to science. Father allowed me to help the operating room. I could see so much within the body without needing to make a single cut. This I kept to myself. I made many innovations in the hospital and pioneered more than one mode of healing for those who came to us. If you have vision, you can change the world, I promise you. I am the spirit that discerns solutions where others merely see problems. I am equipped to help you navigate through challenges with clarity and wisdom. With the power of focus and creativity, I possess the ability to unveil opportunities that others only dare to dream of. I offer, that category is, I offer you the ability to create innovative solutions beyond the present and into the great beyond. Nothing is impossible. No one can tell you who you are or what you are capable of, and I mean to remind you of that. I am the harbinger of mental liberation, empowering you to explore new perspectives and break free from limiting beliefs. And the I ask category says, what outside of the box thinking is needed? If you zoom out on your current existence, what do you see? And where has your vision been compromised? I love that. Now let's look for the edge walker. And these are, I thought they were, let me find it. I thought they were in order, alphabetical order, but not necessarily. Where are you? The Edgewalker 40, okay. All right, so 2-page, right up again. I am. I live where the known dissolves into the unknown. I do not fear the precipice. I listen to it. With one foot in possibility and the other in mystery, I walk the line that most avoid, trusting that the unseen holds just as much power as the proven. I don't seek control. I seek truth. I leap when the soul stirs. I choose when there is no guarantee. I am the whisper inside you that says jump. You'll land in your power. Feels like the Fool. I offer the courage to risk, not recklessness, but for expansion. I awaken your boldness, your instinct, your willingness to move without the map. I remind you that faith is not certainty, it is sacred risk. With me, you'll find the invitation to trust, to pivot, to explore, and what calls you from the edge. I guide you into the liminal, where transformation takes root and magic takes form. I ask, so what edges are calling you closer, and what fear is keeping you from stepping through? Where are you being asked to surrender the plan and move from trust instead? And what dream requires you to be braver than you've ever been? And what might become possible if you say yes? I love that. You know what? I want to try doing a spread. Let's see. We've got the bridge. The bridge spread allows you to ask the spirit guides a specific question. Flame of Truth, 1 card. Single card can get to the heart of the matter in wonderful ways. The conversation, 4 cards. This spread requires 1 question and one question only. What do I need to know the most right now? Okay. So the first 3 cards represents the pieces of self that are in play, while the 4th card represents the strongest current theme in your life. Take the time to sit with the medicine, journal what comes up. How does the 4th card engage with the first 3 cards? What conversations arise between you and the spirit guide standing before you? Okay. So let's do this one. The conversation, 4 cards. The first 3 cards represent the pieces of self that are in play. And while the 4th card represents the strongest current theme in your life. Okay. So let's just draw 4 cards really quick. Okay, so let's get the first 3 first. Okay. 1, 2. One more card. Okay, and then we need a 4th. The 4th is, what did it say, like the current life path? While the 4th card represents the strongest current theme in your life. So the strongest current theme in my life right now. One card, please. There it is. Okay. Oh my gosh. If you only knew, which you'll find out soon. All right. So let's do this. All right. So the detective, the warrior, and the dreamer. The first 3 cards represent the pieces of self that are in play. Okay. And then this one is my strongest current theme in my life. How does the 4th card engage with the first 3 cards? What conversations arise between you and the spirit guide standing before you? Okay, so the detective. Let's find that one first. So that is 70. I have always possessed a natural ability to unspool a mystery or query with passion and unwavering insight. What may seem complex or insurmountable is to me simply a puzzle waiting to be solved. There is no task too great, no questions too layered when approached with focus and determination. I strategize and connect the dots as they appear, like constellations etched across the night sky, revealing the bigger picture that others might miss. Patience and time are not obstacles, they are my trusted allies, offering clarity and space for answers to emerge. I am the seeker of truth, the one who dives beneath the surface to uncover what is hidden. I offer you the power of perception, the ability to notice details that others overlook, and the courage to ask questions that need answers. I help you connect the dots, weaving together patterns, clues, and fragments to form a larger picture. I teach you how to trust your intuition while also grounding it in logic and evidence. Through me, you gain clarity and insight, not just about the world around you, but also about yourself and your path. But I also come with a caution. My gift is one of focus and analysis, but it can turn obsessive if left unchecked. I ask you to remember that not every question requires an answer and not every mystery needs solving. Oh my gosh. Man, I feel this so big. I ask, what truth are you ready to uncover within yourself? What patterns or clues have you been overlooking? And how can curiosity guide you towards clarity and understanding? Okay, and now the warrior. So I definitely say that definitely feels like a spirit guide archetype that I have, without a friggin' doubt. Okay, where are you? So the warrior, page 100. I was on a boat tied to the mast, hands bound behind my back. These men thought I was defeated but I was not. They will kill me, I thought, and our people will suffer. I sat there on the wet wood and focused on my breath. I tilted my face up to the sun. I could see the birds flying above and the spray of the sea scattered salt across my face. I smiled. Even in moments of despair, there can be peace. I offer you the wisdom to see who is an ally and who is pretending. I am the knife that you need to cut through the fog that gathers around your eyes. Let me be your warrior when a battle cry is heard, slicing through the dawn. I ask, how can you activate more trust in yourself? How can you activate your inner ally? And how can you channel anger, fear into momentum and progress? Oh my gosh. Man, that is really hitting home, let me tell you. All right, and let's do the last one, the dreamer. Well, the third one. I spend each day working in my father's general store, helping neighbors fill their orders and walking the older customers home while carrying their bags. I feel like a bird in a cage. I want so badly to be out there in the world instead of inside with this feeling of always wanting more. I am the dreamer. We have known each other all our lives. We make plans for the future even though we're not quite sure what that even means. As the dreamer, I am endlessly captivated by the possibilities that lie beyond the horizon, beckoning me to explore uncharted territories and embrace the magic of the unknown. My God, I feel so seen right now. My heart yearns to break free and venture into the vastness of the world where adventure and wonder await. For me, it's more like the stars, the cosmos, right? I am the one who asks you to ask for more. I wish for you to dive into adventure and create from a sense of longing. Let your dreams be your compass in this reality. I am a rule breaker and want no part of conformity. I guide you toward your deepest and richest desires and assure you that you may seem impossible. Oh, what may seem impossible is within your grasp. And I ask, what do you dream of when the lights are out? What dreams have you turned your back on due to false narratives or projection? And what needs more of your imagination and creativity to turn from reality or from dream into reality? Wow. And then the theme that I am in right now, the most strongest theme that I'm in right now is the Liberator. And let's read that. Let's see, where's the Liberator? Page 90. All right. I am. Upon a moonlit night, we ran swiftly across the marshland, our minds battling the dangers of doubt and fear. When the hounds drew near, I pushed you to safety, lost you in the darkness, and feared that we would never meet again. But fate brought us back together as I found you in the midst of a crowded saloon. In that moment, I made a vow to you that we shall never be separated again. This promise remains unbroken, and it shall endure as I stand by your side, guiding you towards liberation and self-discovery. With unwavering commitment, I am here for you. I am the liberator, here to break the chains that restrict and confine you, ensuring you find freedom in your true self. Together we face the inner demons that may seek to sabotage your path of evolution. I guide you to break free from oppressive beliefs and structures that confine your spirit. I recognize where there is injustice and help you tear it down. I seek to liberate you from self-inflicted boundaries and walls that hold you back and keep you small. I remind you that to liberate others, you must first set yourself free. I help you connect to your power, your faith, and know that I will lead you where you are most needed. I ask, what does true freedom feel like to you, and how can you embody it daily? What burdens are you carrying that no longer belong to you? What is the cost of staying confined, and are you willing to pay it? Wow. I'm like on the verge of tears. This deck is so friggin' powerful. And I feel like I am seen in all these archetypes. All right, I want to do some pairings. So the first one I thought of is the Fountain Tarot. This is roostbooks.com, it looks like. It's so little, it's hard to see. So let me get my glasses back on. Sorry, I keep getting interrupted. So we've got the Emperor and Seven of Swords with the Sage. We have the Tower with the King of Wands and the Shapeshifter. We've got the Page of Wands, Ten of Cups with the Risk Taker. How appropriate. We've got the Artist or the Artiste with the Four of Coins and Three of Coins. I think these look phenomenal together. They feel very liminal. This feels very liminal with the guidance of your spirit guide. Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups, the Hermit. Just do a couple more. The Queen with the Wheel of Fortune and the Empress. Oh, how befitting. Yes. And Two of Cups and Five of Cups with the Ally. Wow, that is so good. Okay, let's see what else we got. So the next one is the Venus Morningstar Tarot by Aphrodite Studios 333. I thought that these would work really well together. Plus with the white frame on here and all the white space here, I think they blend beautifully. We've got Judgment, King of Coins with the Lover. We've got Justice and Empress with the Mystic. We've got the Wounded Healer with Stillness and Ten of Swords. Oh, how befitting is that? Oh my gosh. It's like they are definitely speaking to each other. Knight of Cups and Seven of Cups, the Reformer. Oh. Aren't these just fantastic? Page of Wands and Four of Swords with the Visionary. Oh. Nine of Wands, Two of Cups with the Healer. I love it. Let's see what else we've got. The other one I thought of is the Nicoletta Ciccoli Tarot. This one is Lo Scarabeo, I believe. Yeah, Lo Scarabeo. So I thought of this because perhaps this is a spirit guide that you've worked with since, you know, your imaginary friend, right? So I thought they would maybe speak to each other and for inner child work. So we have our Six of Wands and Four of Cups with the Weaver. We've got the Magician with the Justice and Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Peacemaker with Six of Swords and Ten of Wands. Oh, that's really good. We've got the Maiden with the Hierophant and the, I believe that's the Knight of, I think. Can't remember what this is. I think it's the Knight of Wands. We've got the Realist with the Lovers and the, the Lovers and the Eight of Wands. I think these do look actually pretty cool together. So then we've got the Wanderer with Three of Cups and Nine of Pentacles. One last one. We've got the Seeker with the, what is this? Ace of Cups. And the Seven of Cups. All right, let's see what oracles we have. So the next deck that I thought of, oracle-wise, was the Energetics of Color. This deck is so beautiful. So we've got the Mother with Goldenrod and Hot Pink, choices and rebranding. We've got the Ox with Hazel, Journey, and Soft Pink, Remember. So remember the journey with the Ox. How interesting. So we've got Strength and Death. Whoops. With the Earth Mother. Oh, wow. That feels just like Mother Nature. With her destructive nature and her nurturing nature, right? Death and rebirth. The Witch with Reward and Forgiveness with Jade and Aubergine. We've got Yellow with Release. Oh, she's got a, I think that's a Sistrum, I think. The Edgewalker and Royal Blue Gratitude. Wow. Wow. The Defender with Elevate and Playfulness. Wow. I could definitely get some great messages out of these. Last one. The Rebel, Stillness and Birth. Jungle Green and Champagne. All right, let's see what other oracle deck we have. The other one that I thought of is Radiant Crystal Cards. This is by Boucher Designs. This is like the only crystal deck that I have left. I had a few of them. This is the only one that remains. And I am in love with this deck. Smoky Quartz, Tiger's Eye, Clearing, Grounding, Transformation with Protection, Creativity, and Grounding. How interesting. With the Muse. So perhaps you're having problems. I could see this message as perhaps you're having problems being able to like dig into your creativity, you know, and maybe it's because you need some grounding. Maybe you're too flighty right now, which means you're overstimulated in certain areas, and it's making it difficult for you to be able to focus on one thing. And in a creative process, sometimes it is like steps for me. So my muse would be telling me to get back to the basics. I got to try to hurry up here because we've got some more cleaning that's going on. We've got Blue Chalcedony with Painite, Empowerment, Success, Clarity with Calm, Harmony, Communication with the Intellectual. Oh, and I forgot to show these on the back have like all the correspondences and astrological signs and all that. And I could see this majorly as more direction from your guides and perhaps what crystals to carry around and for what. So I could see this combination being amazing, and or even just one, you know, just like this. Just like this combination. In a daily, in a weekly, in a monthly. I could see this probably more in a monthly kind of thing. But to each their own, whatever, you know, works for them. Survivors, Sapphire. Intuition, Wisdom, Generosity. Yes. The Twin, Aquamarine, Courage, Protection, Calming. Bloodstone, Grounding, Detoxifying, and Balance. The Best Friend. See how these could work really good together? I think this is my favorite so far, right here. So I've got one more oracle to show you with this. And the last one I thought to pair this with is the Death Doula Oracle. How befitting, right? So we got Malleable with Truth and the Garden Keeper. Interesting. The Magical Child with From the Ashes and Unprocessed. Oh, I think you could get some very profound readings with this. The Philosopher with Work and Compassionate Memories. Ooh. The Record Keeper with Art and Sensuality. Oh my goodness. This is also another winner. You do not have to put tarot and oracle together. You can put tarot and tarot. You can put oracle and oracle. You can put tarot, oracle, tarot, oracle. You can do whatever you want to do in your practice, right? I do like bringing in several different, kinds of decks together. Cartomancy, I Ching, Lenormand, quite possibly. Who knows? Techno Cleanse, Wayfinding, the Liberator. The Warrior with Disruption and Solitude. Oh my gosh. The Dreamer with Embodiment and Wisdom. Oh. Wow. So there you go, guys. This has been the review and walkthrough of the Spirit Guide Portal. And I think it's absolutely amazing. And I am definitely looking forward to working with this particular deck. I might offer some readings with this to see what your spirit guides want you to know. And I think depending on what you pair it with can really be powerful. I really love the Death Doula, and that one feels really, really deep to me with this. But also, I really loved the, I loved all of them. What am I saying? I loved all of them. But I think I like the Oracle better with this Oracle than the Tarot, in my opinion. So, thank you for spending this time with me. If you like this video, please give me a like and share it if you feel so inclined. And I am sending you my love always. Thank you so much for being here.